All right, let's talk about supplements. We all see the commercials. Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie's on one, and my new favorite sports guys. It is what it is. Mace and Cam. They advertise a supplement. There's a pink something, or rather, there's it's I don't believe anything that's in that commercial. And I don't want to say the product name because you should not be buying male enhancement supplements from Cameron, the rapper. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of the music, but I'm not going to buy your supplement. But
Stay in your
you
lane.
do have a urologist that knows more about supplements than anybody I think that I've ever talked to, and he has developed his own, right? So
Yes.
let's get into that and what's it all about and what can it do?
Yes, man. I am so excited about launching this male supplement. I am a big advocate for eating right. Columbus and I talk about that all the time, how that can help with your circulation, your vasculature, your heart, your erections. And if you watch any of my blogs, I'm talking about natural ways to help enhance your erections or raise your testosterone levels. But as we're getting older, I think that there are basically three things that we care about as men. All right. Number one, we care about our erectile health. Okay. We care about our sex drive and libido. Number two, we want to perform. We want to have high testosterone levels. We want to perform at a high level, and so we need that hormone to function at a high level. And number three, as you get older, you start worrying about your prostate and your prostate health. And your prostate is that organ that your urine runs through from your bladder, and when it gets swollen and big, it makes it difficult to empty out your bladder. And so those are things that um, concerning, but also we talk about this all the time: stress, energy, these sorts of things. And so a friend of mine actually came up to me and said, listen, you're giving all this advice about foods, but honestly, who's going to be able to do that all the time consistently? And he's right. Like even I don't know, maybe Columbus can do it, but I cannot eat right all the time. My life is too fast paced. Even though I like to get all that good stuff in, it doesn't happen. And so, what's the next best thing to do is get a supplement. So, I'm a big fan of supplements. So, I basically looked at, if I was going to build the perfect supplement, what would I put in it? Well, number one, I would put a lot of nitric oxide boosters, because nitric oxide helps vasodilation, helps with circulation, helps with blood flow. So I have amino acid precursors like citrulline and arginine. I've got a ton of beetroot in there. I've got kale. I've got Korean ginseng in there. And these are all to help promote blood flow and circulation and enhance your erections. Number two, I've got some testosterone boosters. We talk about trace minerals like boron and selenium. They're in there. Okay, that helps raise your free testosterone. You talk about libido. I got maca root in there. It's there. We talk about energy, needing energy. Green tea, it's in there. Vitamin C, it's in there. Ashwagandha, it's an adaptogen that helps us deal with stress. So it's in there as well. I also got stuff that's for immunity because, hey, we live in a world of COVID and flu. And so we need things to help boost our immunity, like zinc, vitamin C. And so that's in there. Isaac, I think you mentioned you were on a D3 supplement.
I was, yeah. I finished the prescription. Yeah.
Yep. That's in there. Because we as Black men are deficient in vitamin D. All right. And there's a link to prostate cancer with that as well. And so we talk about antioxidants, like helping stop the aging process, bioflavonoids, green tea, all that is in this supplement. So basically, it's more than just sort of an ED supplement or a male enhancement supplement. It's a life supplement. And this is something that I would take every day. The flavor, the people that I've let taste test it are just like, man, this is a pleasure to drink. It's a
Oh,
water.
it's a drink, not a pill. Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Initially, I
Got it.
thought about doing it in a gummy, but there's too many ingredients and the milligram strength is too high to put in a pill or a gummy. And
Okay.
so it is in a powder.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't even know where to start. This sounds amazing. How much and what is the shipping and handling? I'm ready. I'm
Oh
ready.
man, we're working on that. We're working on a promotional that'll come out probably in February,
Mhm.
because I want to launch this in conjunction with some lifestyle tips, right? Because you know, if you eat well, if you do supplements, but you're sitting on the couch, you know that that doesn't bode well for you. So
Right, right.
I'm more about lifestyle, but this is a supplement that you can add to that tastes great. It's got a watermelon now later flavor basically.
Okay. All right.
And the people that I've had everyone drink it. My whole family, taste test it, colleagues, and they're just like, this is a pleasure to drink. So something that actually tastes good. Now you can put it in a smoothie if you want. You can put it in water. You can even. I had a guy that just took it just straight powder, just down the hatch. He's like, I don't need anything. This is good. So I am super excited. I don't think there's anything on the market quite like this. And I had a problem with hypertension, and I remember I took about 2 weeks of it, and I had my blood pressure checked, and it was like 117 over 73. And I took a picture of that mug because I'm like, this is crazy. Like, it's never been that low, like,
Mhm.
wow. So I think Columbus, this is something you'd be interested in as well, because all the nitric oxide boosters in there can help
Yeah,
in the
no,
cardiovascular space.
the ingredients, they all sounded incredible. Obviously, it's hard for people to pull in those food sources on a
Mhm.
regular basis, right? Even the most best intentions, it's really hard to kind of grapple and get that. So I think it's important. I think there's definitely a space for supplements. And I mean, there's an old adage, and it depends on what side. So in medicine, I truly believe at times we get so encumbered with like the concept of like, I need the research, I need the double-blinded, placebo-controlled trials, the large 100,000 patients, and then years of follow-up to show me that it's effective. And it's old adage that not everything that counts can be counted. And so we understand
Mm.
that when it comes to nutrition, it comes to certain aspects. The question is risk versus benefits and the potential benefit that's there. It's not to look, and you said this up front, right? It's not to look like this is a cure-all, but more
Mm-mm.
from a standpoint of this is something that is additive, that on those days when you're not doing as well as what you should from eating, that you have something that still is feeding your body and feeding your
Yes.
cells in a restorative
Yes.
fashion. It's not meant for you to be like, yeah, let me get I'll get two burgers and triple size fries and a milkshake. Oh yeah, let me throw on the side of Dr. Q's formula right here on the side right here. I'm gonna wash it down with that. I'm gonna be
Right.
all good. It don't work like that, right?
That
But
yes.
it is something that can be helpful. So truth be told, I have days where I'm not as pristine, that my dietary intake is not as diverse. Now others may say, oh
Hmm.
man, it's still extremely strict. It's not as diverse, meaning that I'm not having the colors of the rainbow, the various grains, and so forth. So that means I'm not getting all the nutrients
Yes.
that I should in a consistent basis. And so that equally is something that I have to be cognizant of, and we all should. So I think there is a role. And so sometimes literature and research is going to follow suit. And I think one thing is important that you'll bring up, I'm sure, is like where the ingredients are sourced and making sure that they're, because everyone's always concerned about level of organic or pesticides and various
Hmm.
things like that, that you'll have in packaging for people to look at. Those are
Hmm.
always areas of importance. But no, that's incredible. I love what I'm hearing in terms of the content of the supplement.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, everything is all natural. They actually do third party verification of the ingredients to make sure that what it says on the label is what's in there. Actually, so very happy about that. And we're scientists, and I looked at I did literature searches on these ingredients, and each one of them has something in the literature about them. It's not just
Good.
hoopla, right? But this has never been put together in this package before. And so to that end, the guys that take this, I actually want to do a soft launch initially with maybe 100, 120 men and get some data from this, because I want to see that it actually is effective for people, that it actually brings value to people. It doesn't just taste great, right? So if you want to be down with this, you will get information January or February where we talk about how to purchase the supplement. And as part of purchasing the supplement, there are questionnaires that we like you to fill out. Just your quality of life, your sexual quality of life, urinary quality of life, hormonal quality of life, your lifestyle, how much you exercise. It's just trying to get a feel of who we're dealing with here. And then after a month, because Rome wasn't built in a day, but after a month, we want you to fill out another questionnaire to see if any of those things have changed because of the fact that you take the supplement. Now, I know there are people that aren't necessarily into lifestyle or exercise or whatnot, but the people that are, it'd be interesting to see the difference between the two. How much exercise and circulation is going to help as an adjunct with this supplement. And then at the 2-month mark, I want guys to take it for a full 2 months. Another questionnaire. So want to actually gather data. I want to make sure it's adding value.
Good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to recruit both of you guys.
That's happening. I'm in. Yeah, I can do that.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. So stay tuned.
Complete trust in what you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you.